CPI numbers due out in just over a half an hour in New York local time. This is a weekly chart of NASDAQ. You can see how we had a volume imbalance in here. We traded down into that, came up, we've consolidated, traded it down into this wick, and we're consolidating here. I'm watching this candle right there. Consequent encroachment of that wick in this order block here. We've traded down into it. I'm really interested in seeing it trade up into this candle's closing price. So you can see it right up here. Look up in here. That candle's close is 13,569 even. And there's a small little gap right there. If it doesn't get to that closing price, that small little gap, that candle's low, which is 13,480 and 3/4. That's a level I'm watching as well going forward the rest of this week. Do we see it upset these relatively smooth highs here and then go lower? Or does it go higher and power through and try to work into this? That's the question I'm trying to get an answer to for this week. Admittedly, real life's distracting me, so I'm having a little difficult time focusing. Let's drop into a daily chart. We have a fair value gap in here. So we traded down into that, almost what looks like consequent encroachment without having anything on the chart. So relative equal highs, I favor the high side. Now, let me preface it by saying I'm typically wrong when it comes to CPI, which is why I don't take positions ahead of it. But I believe that they're probably going to want to upset that clean area here. And does it go up there and then reject and start going lower? If it were to do something like that and take out this low, not today, but over the course of several days, assuming I'm wrong and doesn't go to that weekly objective. The scenarios I'm utilizing here is if it does this, I'll do that. If it does this, I'll do that. So I don't know. CPI, nobody knows what it's going to do. It's a bullet, so you don't want to stand in front of it. But if it takes out this low here and works towards going below that low here, and there's nothing in this fractal here until we get down to here that's of any importance to me. So if it runs up, fails, and starts to go lower, longer term over the next 3 months, I would look for this objective down in here. I'm favoring, so that way we understand each other, I'm favoring the upside.